Am I close enough to the screen where I check?
You're way too close now, buddy.
I should do the whole thing like this.
Hold on here. Let's do this. All right. How do I do? There we go.
Let's do the intro like this. Oh no!
I want just like a shitty laptop or something.
I am. That's my camera.
Are you?
Yeah. Hello, everybody. It's DubsNotSubs and Zach from Uchuu Shelf here. What's up, everybody? My name's Bryce, aka DubsNotSubs, and welcome back to another video. And as you can see, I have my good friend Zach from Uchuu Shelf here. How you doing, buddy?
I am doing pretty well, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I also noticed that you switched your shelf back there for some Jujutsu Kaisen. That's some nice theming.
Yeah, I threw that up there just to, you know.
I liked it, because if you guys aren't knowing, but, I mean, the title says what it is, so if you don't know, I'm a bit surprised how you got on here. We're going to be picking the best, number one, absolutely, this is undeniably the only list that matters for the best character on Jujutsu Kaisen.
It's a fact at the end of this video.
It's
anything else is wrong.
Exactly. If you have a different opinion, too bad.
Fuck you.
Right here. This is where your opinion's gonna go. Right here. But without further ado...
Got a bag of Doritos. Is that a bag of Doritos at the top there?
No, oh, it's combos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude.
Close.
Just like the regular kind, because I'm a basic bitch.
Yeah,
anyway,
fair enough.
Get into this list right now. Alright, guys, right here we have the full list. We have our first matchup right here. We have to start off with probably what's going to be the most popular character in this series, Gojo, and then Papa Fushi here on the right, or... we couldn't figure out his name, we looked it up, and came up with Papa Fushi, and I refused to call
Papa Fushi Girl.
But
Dad of the fucking year, by the way.
I mean, in a way, the way that past arc ended, also, we're going to be spoiling the whole thing, like, up to current, just in case, like, just so everyone knows. I'm not gonna calm myself. I do not censor myself. Anyway, we're gonna start off with this, and I felt like this would be interesting because, you know, in their past, like, they had a connection. They battled once, and one of them won. But now we have to battle between who we like more. And now...
This is a pretty easy pick for me, but I'll let you go first.
I mean, we're gonna have Gojo has to win this round. I mean, without a doubt.
Yeah.
He really does carry the series. But what can we make a case for Fushi? I don't know. Besides the name Papa Fushi, I really have nothing that can overthrow him.
I don't know. You gotta respect. He's a hustler. You gotta respect that. And I mean, you know, playing the Zenin family. He's like, here, have my son. Like, dude, he just gives the Zenin family his son.
What a Christmas gift! He's like, yeah,
right.
Here you go.
You guys want a kid?
He cut the orphanage out. He cut the middleman out and just went direct to the consumer.
Easiest way to do it.
It's the cheapest way to do it.
But then Gojo, this plays right in Gojo. Gojo trained him and saved him.
That's
so it's
true.
like,
so Gojo, it's the battle of the dads. Fushiguro has daddy issues, and he's got to decide who his real dad is. And I think his real dad has to be Gojo. He's been there for him too much. So let's pick Gojo. For round one, Gojo wins. And next up, next up we have Sukhana, the most powerful, well, I guess not most powerful because Gojo is technically, but, you know, Sukhana has the potential to. And then, actually, one of the, like, in my opinion, one of the most underrated female characters in this series, Meimei, I believe that's her name. She gets introduced in the newest arc, and she's actually pretty cool. I like her whole thing, but then again, it's a
when does she show up in the newest arc? I do not remember her at all. Oh, she shows up it's like a brother, doesn't she?
She has a brother, yeah, and she's in.
I know you mean. Yeah, I know
with
she is.
Itadori, and they go in there and the subway.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Because she fights.
Oh, that's tough.
Who does she fight? It's not.
Don't they fight the dude with the tear marks, right?
Tear mark. Oh, the blood user.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Because he fought Itadori. Itadori loses, and then that's the whole thing that happens.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's all coming back.
It's all coming back in my mind. We gotta remember.
Man, I don't know what's going on in the current arc. Like,
it's so good though, right? It's insane.
So fucking
good. Dude,
huge spoilers for people who haven't read it, so stop watching now if you're not caught up.
Right.
The minute Gojo gets out of that fucking box, shit is going down.
Bro, he is going to lose his shit. And, like, the whole thing when we learn the twist about what's really happening to Geto, because you think he's betrayed, but the whole time it's just like, He's got like a brain monster in him. Like, what the hell?
I was like, what is going on?
I was like, this thing, so many twists and turns. Like, Jujutsu Kaisen, you're good at what you do. I'm proud of you.
They're just killing. They're just side note. They're just like killing characters left and right. They killed Hanami. They killed Jogo. They killed fucking Nanami for no reason.
Don't bring that up.
Literally, it literally caught me off guard. It's like, oh, Nanami's dead. It's like,
he's like, it's up to you now. Yeet, and then just like disappears. That shit, dude, he's my favorite character in that show, and now he lives in my memory. To get back on this, we gotta pick Sukhana or Meimei, and I feel it has to be Sukhana again.
It's gotta be, because I mean, Sukhana he's back this current arc. He's just kind of took control of Yuji for like absolutely. He's like, hey, I'm here.
He's here.
I'm here.
Dude, what he did to Jogo? Oh my god.
That tore me up, because it's like, you're actually pretty strong. And he's like, thank you, and then he dies.
Dude, all he wanted in his life was acceptance. He has his own daddy.
Could you imagine?
Everyone has daddy.
Imagine spending all of your time in life to revive Sakuna, only for Sakuna to just fucking eat you out of your entire series.
Yeah, he's like, nah, I don't need you. Just vaporizes you pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to say Sakuna because I haven't seen much of Meimei.
Meimei is a great character, but she's nowhere near the like level of Sukhana. So
no, I mean I haven't seen much. Plus, like her versus like his fucking domain thing.
Oh yeah.
The big fucking temple. Oh.
I know what you're talking about, dude. That domain.
Which is gonna be badass to see animated, by the way.
Oh my! I can't wait to see this whole thing. It's by Mappa, and like got a high school, didn't get enough pacing, so this might get like better pacing, so we can actually see the fights develop. And I cannot wait to see how that ends up happening. I'm so excited for it.
I'm so hyped for it. So yeah, I think
Let's go Sukhana. Yeah, it is pretty much a no-brainer. Kind of like
I think this was a no-brainer too.
It's a panda.
It's the panda.
You know who I should have put as his who should have versed Panda?
Who's that?
The panda from Dude Perfect. That's a real battle.
That would have been a battle. I mean, I don't think they've done much with the panda. Even when they're like, hey, what's with the panda? It's like, oh, he's just a panda.
Yeah, they really just run on the gag that he's a panda, but the whole thing where when he finally gets to battle, you get to see like his different forms is really cool. And we might get to see battles of him during this arc, though. I don't know.
Is he in Shibuya? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I feel like they're all in Shibuya right now.
Everybody's in Shibuya right now. But, yeah. I mean, it's just focused on like Itadori and now what's her name? What's the girl? The main one. The one.
Shit. Fuck. You got Kugasaki.
Fugataki. What?
Kugasaki.
Okay. Yeah, and she's getting introduced now, so she's having a thing. She's actually like she's my favorite heroine in this, and she's actually like a really good character, but she's gonna be a little.
She's so badass in that one fight with like the two brothers. Like back early.
Oh, the butterfly dude and him. Yeah.
Yep, that was badass.
Right. But let's go with Panda. I feel like you can't not pick.
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember. Wasn't there was a?
But
did Itadori fight the principal? I feel like
at the beginning.
I thought so.
Kind of.
I like that.
Like this little bit of battle, and also technically the principal is the panda's father.
Is he?
Yeah, because remember he was created by the principal.
Oh, okay. Then like father, like son.
They look. Can't you tell by their appearances? They look really similar.
Yeah, they do actually.
This one's actually a little bit closer, but then
this is gonna be a tough one actually.
Right. Jogo. If we were talking about towards the beginning when like they were first both getting introduced, Itadori all day. But the Shibuya thing, I don't know.
You know what? I've always really like Mahito is my favorite villain. I think in all of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
The way that Jogo just pulls all the fucking strings is just phenomenal. Like I'm fairly certain setting up the whole Shibuya thing was his plan.
Yeah.
And it just the way they all worked together to catch Gojo was fucking. I was like, holy fuck, that was cool.
Dude, he's like his whole plan of how to get this. He has it like he's playing like 4D chess over here.
Obviously, he's doing.
You know, brute force. They were really playing boxing chess.
You know what he really is. He's just Mike from Monsters Inc. with extra steps.
He's Mike but with a volcano on his head.
That's really all it is.
He's like, you know when they do like the memes of like the Netflix adaptation, like anime and all that.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Mike Wazowski's a Netflix adaptation of Jogo.
So basically, Mike Wazowski versus the main character. I think really
always watching.
But
it's the main character.
It is. But these two did fight, right? I don't remember much about the earlier chapters. I'm just so engrossed with the current one.
They were.
I know they were about
to. But Gojo takes over the fight.
That's right.
And that's what I'm waiting for to get animated. Because when that gets animated, you know how Demon Slayer episode 19. That's
no. Well, I'll tell you what Demon Slayer 19 is going to be. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
But yeah, I think we're both in agreement. I think Yuji could probably
I think he could beat him, especially in this stage. I think he could beat him at this point.
I'm thinking early on, though.
Early on?
Like, early on, Yuji versus... Because that's the only time they've ever, like, really gotten face-to-face. Like, every other time it's been, like, people getting...
they will get.
Because back then, Yuji... he's got that, like, fucking karate shit going on. Like, he's tough as fucking shit.
Dude,
but, like...
He's gonna, like, roundhouse kick you to, like, the next state if you mess around with him.
Okay, I have to put this into two schools of thought.
Okay.
If it was early Yuji versus Jogo, it would be Jogo. But if it was like Yuji after he learned Kokusen Black Flash, it would be Yuji.
That's true.
So it's tough. But I think it's fucking so tough. You know what?
But, like,
I'll let you.
What we've seen from Yuji throughout this story, I mean, we've been following him on this journey so far. It's his story, so like
it is.
I have this connection to the main character that I don't like. As much as Jogo has turned around and been like a really great character in this, I cannot go over Yuji and how much I've loved him beginning to end and how entertaining he's been. So I have to go with Yuji on this.
That's a fair fight. That's fair. I will. There we go. Okay, here we go.
Now we are talking. Now this is a great argument.
Now these two did fight.
These two did fight. That's right, but Sukhana is not fully powered up yet, and he's stronger than he was when they first fought. He has a lot more fingers than he had.
That's true.
And they haven't got.
So we're talking current Sukuna versus Jogo.
Yeah, we kind of have to have like a fancy like mind bet for this, because we haven't seen it yet. But let's be honest, when that box comes out, Sukhana might reappear, and we might see a fight, and that's gonna be insane.
Oh, I fucking hope so. I hope that's where this arc is going.
Who's your initial pick right now? Who are you thinking?
It's gonna be Gojo.
And I'm on the side of Sukhana, so we can argue. So okay.
Sukhana. Let's talk about this. Is gonna be getting into spoiler territory. By the way, before we get into it, the episode 19, the Demon Slayer 19 of Jujutsu Kaisen's anime is gonna be when he uses his hollow purple during the Goodwill event.
Okay. Yeah.
And he shows up in the middle of the air. He doesn't have his headband on, and it's like he just says hollow purple, and there's just a fucking line of just nothing.
Yeah, that's really true. That's a good point.
Versus his shitty little shrine domain that just has a couple of skulls.
Did you see what he did to Shibuya? To everyone?
Yeah, I know.
Instant eradication if you're below a certain level. But look at Nanami, a grade 1 sorcerer, one of the best fighters in there, almost gets completely obliterated for like, I think it was only like 10 seconds, 15 seconds he activated.
It was pretty quick.
Yeah. And he was almost completely eradicated from that. And he is second to Gojo, I'm pretty sure in the story. He's the only one. And so he's our baseline. And so that's him without barely trying.
That's true. And he is being limited by Yuji's body too.
Exactly. So when that goes,
Gojo is like, Gojo is so powerful. All of the bad guys conspired to put him in a box.
They literally had to have everybody trick him and get him in there.
Yeah,
that is a good point. But
how did Sakuna die? Is the real question initially.
I don't think we've ever found out, have we?
I don't think so. No. I think we would have. I don't remember.
Wasn't there just like a ton of sorcerers that went up and like cut up his body? And then
I think that was pretty,
That's how it pretty much did it. So
yeah,
how many sorcerers is the question? And also, all the demons together that are trying to take down Sukuna aren't powerful enough to beat him.
That's fair. But they're both on the same level, though. That's the problem. They're both basically both of them needed multiple people to capture them.
Exactly, because they're so powerful that like, it's just who would be. let's go on the character side of it because we're picking the favorite, maybe not. That's it. So let's see who we like better.
Before we do that, I just feel like if he used Hollow Purple on his on Sakuna's domain expansion, I feel like the Hollow Purple would wipe the fucking thing out.
But it'd have to overpower it, but we don't know how if one's overpowered than the other because they might be on the exact same level.
That's true.
Because for a domain to get canceled, they have to overpower it.
Well, it would go one of three ways.
Sukhana, when he activates it, guaranteed hit. So when he activates that, it's going to hit Gojo. But Gojo also has the untouchable thing, which is weird.
I was gonna say Gojo can just not. He'd be like, nah.
But how does that work in a domain? When you can't miss.
Oh, that's a good question.
Because
this fight better fucking happen. I swear to God.
There's so many like variables that it has to happen. It's just like the. But okay, so character-wise, I have to go with Gojo. He feels like
Gojo, man.
He feels like he's kind of like the Deadpool of like the universe.
You know what he is? He's Deadpool. He's Deadpool if Deadpool was Kakashi from Naruto.
From Naruto, yes, he really is.
That's what it is.
He really is, and like
he just fucks around all the time, and it's just always he's like the comic relief character that, and somehow always also like the most powerful character, which I think is just.
It's like he needs to be isekai'd. He forgot the isekai part.
That's what it feels like. Yeah.
He really does feel like that.
I don't know. Sukuna, I don't know much about. I do like the dynamic between him and Yuji. And I like when Yuji was like, especially in the latest arc, because he's like, I'll help you, but I'm going to take some of your life.
Yeah.
And you just like, okay.
And then you see like when he's like laughing at him, and like after he kills like all these people.
Fucking simp. He fell for that, and then he just does whatever he wants.
Exactly, and just kills like so many people that he loves. But I mean, if we're going character-wise, like overall, I feel like Gojo is my guy.
It's got to be Gojo for me.
Gotta be Gojo.
The thing is, I haven't seen enough of Sukuna on his own to really judge his character.
It's too many snippets.
Yeah.
So
I think I'm gonna have to go Gojo. What do you think?
Gojo. That's it. I'm gonna agree.
Boom.
And there we go to the semifinals. Panda versus Yuji.
Well, this one
it's a bit closer, but I mean it's Yuji.
It's Yuji. Yeah, we don't have to discuss this one. It's a literal panda versus the main character of his own story.
He's too busy hitting trick shots to be able to fight.
And now here's the interesting one that this is where it gets interesting.
Versus most powerful character. This is like in Seven Deadly Sins, would you pick Meliodas or Escanor?
Yeah.
So now this is a lot more interesting because honestly, I think I'm on the side of Yuji. I think I'm on Itadori's side for who I like more.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
All right, let's talk about this. So,
I'm trying to really think because like obviously Gojo's gonna smoke him if he ever comes between the two.
Yuji is not. He's still training. He's still unlocking how good he is. And, like, even this current battle, like, before when he had no chance with Mahito. And now...
That's true.
He has, like, rapidly gotten better. And also...
Mahito and Gojo are huge differences in power, though.
Right,
I feel.
But we have to work... But he still has to get Ro his way. Like, up to him. Yeah. So he still has a long way to go, and he's showing his potential to be able to do that. Because we can only see it now and not, like, far enough down. But, especially... thing that snapped with him lately with Nanami and like him like when he's like starting to snap with like some of the humans.
Yeah.
Something inside him is about to break. He might unlock his domain.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say like it would be fucking incredible to see him with a domain. The only thing that's I think holding back this fight for me, even thinking it's gonna be fair, is the fact that Yuji doesn't have a domain expansion. Right. He's gonna have to get one. That's gonna be like. This arc is going to change everything in the series. Goes without saying. It's such a big
turning point with how many characters are killing off in so many moments.
Like, I mean, two things are going to happen. Gojo's going to get out, and Gojo's going to fuck shit up.
Dude, he's
but Yuji
wreck everybody.
Now that you've said it, like, I feel like Yuji's going to have like this is going to be like that big stereotypical shonen power up moment for the main character.
To be, right? It has to be. It keeps leading up to the way this battle is developing more and more, and he's like, and like you see how his mental state starts to get like more and more snapped. Something's happening to where he's gonna unlock something. I might be
remembering. I think the only power he's unlocked so far is Black Flash, and that was like back in the tournament arc.
Right. Everything else has just been hand-to-hand combat because he doesn't have like a lot of power. It's all been like mostly brute force. But
I wonder if he makes another deal with Sukuna.
Oh, that's a good point.
And then he gets
He's like part of Sukhana's powers without him like taking over like that. That would get him a lot closer to him. But if we're gonna go again to how they act, Yuji works like a main character, like a shonen character, but he has a nice uniqueness to him. He's not like a typical.
There's something different about Yuji. Yeah, I know what you mean. I can't put my finger on it. But it's
He's not like, he doesn't really feel like Naruto, Deku, or any like the big shonen people. He has his own unique feel to him. But if we're talking about Gojo, like in the most of the things like Kakashi, All Might, and all these people, he still is in his own lane. They're both so unique and well done characters.
Exactly.
Which one edges over?
That's such a good question. Like, it's honestly, I think it's gonna be Gojo for me. I think this is such a difficult. These are my two favorite two favorite characters in the whole series.
Yuji rocked me when I like for a main character when I first got to see him and how he acts and all this. So I cannot go against Yuji.
No, like the thing I love about Yuji is he knows his limits and he knows he's like, yeah, I don't have all this fancy Jujutsu shit. I'm just gonna do some karate shit and fuck shit up.
Martial arts too. He's gonna judo kick your ass.
Yeah.
Something.
And I mean, I feel like if Yuji with Sakuna early on couldn't keep up with fighting Gojo,
right?
Yuji without Sakuna probably couldn't.
That's a fair point.
I think it's gonna be Gojo for me. I think.
All right, and I'm stuck on Yuji, so that means there's only one way to settle this, and the only fair way with rock paper scissors.
All right.
A one round. No 2 out of 3. Takes off.
Are you ready? Rock, paper, scissors.
Yes! Yuji! Ah! Put him in there. Do it.
You happy?
I'm so
happy. Are you happy?
Dude, I'm so happy. Now we have Maki versus Aoi Todo.
Yeah, it's Todo. It's Todo. Todo is.
I love Maki, but Todo is awesome. He's so awesome.
Hey, we're friends now.
We're back. Yeah. Tall girls with big butts.
Jennifer Lawrence. That's what he said, right?
Huh?
Wasn't he said his favorite? He's like, I like tall girls with big butts, like Jennifer. No, that's Yuji, isn't it?
They both say it. That's why they. Yeah. He remember he forces a flashback, and he.
That's right.
That's calling him bro. It's like, dude. This is why I love this series so much with these how wacky and awesome these characters are. Who literally goes in their mind and creates a fake memory because someone likes the same girls that they do. It's Aoi, without a doubt. I love Maki. She's a cool character without any jujutsu power at all. She carries it, but she's not better than that. And now we get.
Here's another fucking tough one.
Really? I mean, for me, if I'm gonna be honest, I think Geto. I was gonna
say Geto actually, but I love Mahito.
I'm on Mahito's side. I was gonna say Geto. I feel like is the most overrated villain in this whole series.
How do you figure?
I think Jogo's better, and Mahito's better than him.
I think Mahito's better. I don't think Jogo's better, but
than Geto.
Yeah,
I think those two are both better than him. As an enjoyable and a villain aspect, we've seen more of them. But I
mean, Geto is the entire reason Satoru Gojo is who he is at this point.
That's a good point, but this isn't really Geto.
That's fair.
That's fair. Him. And that really that honestly, when I found out it wasn't actually him, it became a lot less drastic for how he was as a villain. And plus, we got to really see he hasn't really done anything in the story besides reveal that he's a brain monster.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay, I see what you mean.
And Mahito,
I'm pretty sure he didn't have any part in luring Gojo in because Gojo was there and he's like, or why are you alive?
Exactly. So, and Mahito, we've seen him mess with Itadori this entire time. He has been taken a spot in the main villain that Geto should have been in the place of so far.
You're right.
Geto, Mahito did the thing to the kid, which we'll talk about more later. He did that, fuck with Yuji. Then he did the thing he's doing now, which is more breaking down his deteriorating his mental state. Wow, my mental state's deteriorating.
I'm gonna agree with you here. Then you made a good point. It's gonna be Mahito.
Yeah,
I think.
If there was more development with Geto, I think it'd be a little bit closer. But Mahito has just.
You make a good point. I love Geto's character, but the current Geto isn't the Geto that Gojo knows.
Exactly, and that really lowered him for it. So I choose Mahito.
All right. Mahito it is.
All right. Now
this is easy for me.
No,
this is an easy one for me.
No, it's
it
not.
is.
It's
it is.
Kusaki.
Oh my god, another one of these. No, it's obviously Fushiguro.
You could probably convince me on this one. She's such a unique and good character for a main heroine.
She's a really well written female character.
She's not useless like Sakura or Ochaku. She's really powerful. She is not like any typical shonen character. She is aggressive, she's open, she does whatever she wants, and she kicks ass. And she's amazing in every way. Her powers are so good. Those nails and like the when she can like control people like through like the little dolls. Through the dolls and like kill them that way. And she has so much more potential to like, come out, and she's just like so stubborn when she starts to unlock more of her potential. But I'll let you take your case for Fushiguro because I have my own case for why Fushiguro would be.
I mean, Fushiguro has those really cool dogs.
Dude, okay, his spirit is really cool.
Badass.
The owl is low-key kind of my favorite.
All of those fucking things are badass.
When he does it.
I love the hammers, and I love the nails, and I love the dolls, but him just being like shadow puppet fucking shit up kind of thing.
Right. The thing that probably makes me go over is Gojo is training him to become as powerful as him. He's the one character in the story that Gojo admits to trying to make as strong as him, and he sees potential to get as strong as him.
That's true.
So I agree with Fushiguro. I just really love Kushigaki. And
I do like Kushigaki too, but I mean...
It's Fushiguro.
Yeah, it's Fushiguro for sure.
Right. And now, Pick, Zach! Pick!
These are the same images.
What's the difference?
Obviously, because he's from this series.
I don't know. Whoa. But who's lasted the test of time? Who's still? I mean, let's be honest. One of them still has the potential to be alive.
Yeah, it's Junpei.
No, he gets killed.
I'm pretty sure. No, the Nina gets killed too.
Does she? I've seen like.
I'm pretty sure they put it down.
I thought Edward does in Full Metal Alchemist, but then I went back and I watched it, or I reread it, and I reopened up, read the book. It's not over there. I don't know why I pointed there, but
it almost heard that, like when the state alchemists show up after all that goes down, and
but I thought Edward did it.
Pretty sure they did. I know she gets put down regardless. So
and so does Junpei though. Junpei he shows him
his character was fantastic though. He was just a kid that was ostracized in the high school community or whatever. He didn't have many friends.
His mom? Oh,
what they did to his mom was fucked up. That was terrible. But I mean, this it's a common character type. Is just this nerdy, quiet loner loser,
right?
And he gets manipulated into doing whatever. But the way Mahito manipulates him was fucked up.
What we get to start seeing in the end, how he's gonna he might join the Jujutsu Kaisen high.
Yeah.
And then he finally does it. I mean, he was really good as a turning point for
this actually the first arc that shows up with him and everything in it when it first shows Mahito and everything. That's the arc that sold me on this series.
Yeah, that's true.
I loved it at the beginning. I was like, this is gonna be fucking cool. This is just gonna be badass. But this turned it into what on its head. It's this is gonna be something different.
It made it feel really, really unique. It really it took it from a level of an 8 to pretty much a 10 with this arc. It's so good. Yeah. I agree with you. We could do Junpei. I just thought it would be so funny because both of these guys did get morphed into hideous creatures.
Talk power though.
Huh?
Let's talk about the power between the combined the creatures they got turned into.
One's a dog, and one can only be controlled through Mahito, unless he gives them the option.
One's a puppet, one's a dog. Yeah, it's gonna be the puppet.
Aren't we all puppets in society? Whoa.
Blew my mind, man.
Whoa, you rocked my world, dude. All right.
We're all puppets controlled by string, money, women, power.
Wow, dude. Oh my god. This is insane. This is so stupid.
back to the matchup. All right, we got.
It's gotta be. I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm on Mahito all the way. I love Aoi, but he is not on anywhere close of a level than Mahito.
He's gonna walk up to Mahito. Mahito's good. I mean, Mahito killed Nanami. That should be enough.
Oh, you kill my favorite character. Oh, I didn't have Nanami on this list. I knew I missed somebody.
We have to start this whole thing over. No, I'm kidding. But no, it's Mahito.
Damn it. He's my number one in my heart. I'm so mad now. I can't believe I forgot him.
You know what? It wouldn't have been fair because we would have just picked him anyway.
That's true. It would have been a biased decision, especially with what they did to him recently. It's too emotional. We had to cut him out because we needed to be objective. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway.
Fushiguro.
Yeah, it's Fushiguro. Junpei was mostly there for the joke.
So. All right, next round.
This is okay. I'm on Mahito, and you might be on Fushigiro's side, but I'm Mahito all the way.
Have they even interacted? I feel like they have, but like really.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure. You're misremembering, but Mahito was probably like, "Oh, you're what's his name, son, or something."
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what happened. Because there's like a little bit where they're like in a fight, and I think in Shibuya, and I think something ends up happening where it doesn't develop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I do know what you're talking about. I feel like they're gonna fight at some point though.
They had to,
unless Yuji just dummies him,
right.
Which might happen.
I think Mahito was the one who said that was talking about how Gojo saw him to be like the most powerful sorcerer that he has.
Right.
Because they had that's when they had the whole interaction, and then the whole thing develops from there. But
I feel like Mahito's got like his single the fuck's the word I'm looking for? He's got like a single track of like spells, not spells, but like power.
His cursed spirit.
One power kind of thing, but like Fushigiro's got like all the different animals and shit.
He does, but
so
he's killed all
strategy. But I think Mahito's is like more.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Shit.
Because once they lose it, you can't get it back. But the really smart thing he did was when he decided like he's gonna kill himself and the other guy because he was gonna lose the battle, and he summons like the most powerful demon of all.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
That was pretty smart. But I mean, Mahito, for a villain to Itadori, he fits so well at what he does. Yeah.
And then you know what? Actually, the weird thing is, it doesn't feel like they should be like rivals. You know, it's hard to explain. It's like you put Mahito next to Yuji, and they don't look like they're even in the same like character group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I think is cool. You know, I'm going Mahito on this.
Thank you. Yeah. Honestly, this is the final.
Oh, here we go.
Decision maker. Which side are you on?
Is this the final? Yeah, it is.
This is the final end-all, be-all opinion right here. The villain versus the main character. This is the perfect ending to this.
Especially with what's going on right now.
Exactly. Whose side are you on initially?
It's gonna be Yuji just because he's the main character.
Mahito. No, I'm on Mahito. I think
here we go. And here's why you're right.
No. Okay.
Mahito just killed his teacher.
Yeah.
His friend.
Great.
Someone he cares about.
For a villain.
Yeah, no, okay, that's
his job.
What he did. But now, by law of how Shonen manga works, Yuji's gonna get massive power up needed.
But he's not there yet.
He's not there yet. Him up.
We're talking about
he will be.
He's not there.
You know what would be fucking hilarious is if this happens after this video, like next week after this video.
It will, just to prove me wrong. But
Yuji for me, because he is just primed to get that power up now. It's just how it works.
He's primed for it, but what got him to that power up? What pushed him to that point to be able to develop? Mahito. Without Mahito, he would be nowhere close to the level that he.
If I didn't kill your friend, you wouldn't be able to beat me. Like
that's exactly he was the reason he got stronger by killing Junpei and messing with him that way, and now he's the reason he's going to develop again because he killed Nanami. He is like the sole reason for Yuji getting more powerful throughout this story. Not the sole reason, but he's been one of the most turning points in this series. And for a villain, he's one of the most. And even though he's not even the main biggest villain, he's still the most memorable. He does this job of being someone you want to hate so effectively. He is the personification of human hatred, and he does it so well. Everything he does is manipulative. He wants the world to burn, and you can feel it in every action that he does.
Yeah, but
not gonna...
Yuji. No, you're right. I do agree with you there, but like, aside from like the big power up that Yuji's definitely gonna get it the week after you put this video out. I mean, Yuji so far has been keeping. He killed Nanami, yes, and Nanami is obviously he's a grade 1. He's way stronger than Yuji would ever be. But Yuji, even without having any powers other than Black Flash, which he hasn't used yet, by the way.
Right.
He hasn't used Black Flash yet. He's still keeping up. Like he hasn't been like he's been hit a few times, but he's getting up. He's fighting back. Surprising Mahito doing so. And he hasn't used. He has one power. He hasn't used any of his powers yet. He's just using pure human strength to take this guy on, and he's keeping up. He is, but it feels so basic to pick the main character. It feels basic to pick the main villain.
No, he is. Most villains in so many shonens just suck. They're not even enjoyable to watch. He is one of the most enjoyable villains in all of like shonen, like up to date. Like other than Shirazaki is that his name? Shigaraki, the main villain in My Hero Academia. I'm not caught up to date, but he has a lot of development. I know you hate him, so.
Oh, the hand dude. That guy.
I know you do, but like so many villains in like in all this is so like Seven Deadly Sins. Like they're okay, but like they're not. They don't feel unique or bring an impact like Mahito does. Someone like. When you have like the Itachi clan or something like that in Naruto, that was unique. Yeah. But when you have someone like Mahito, when he gets developed in the story, he is such a good character for a villain. I just love him as a villain.
I see. I kind of see where you're coming from now. Because the thing I do actually really like about him is like a lot of shonen, especially up to like the length it's at now with Jujutsu Kaisen, would just like they would have killed him off, and then. Like Nanami would have been, or Mahito would have been killed.
Right.
And then there'd be like a new group of villains introduced.
Exactly.
They would have been killed, but you get to see like they've stuck through it. There's been like a bit of progression with it.
He's developed with the main character.
The thing is, he's developed with the main characters, but I don't know a lot about him. Like I know why he's doing. I know his motivations. I don't know much about his past.
That's true.
I don't know why specifically. I mean, I don't know why specifically he wants to go after Gojo. And I know he's with the other guys because they're working together to also revive Sakuna.
That's a good point. That's a fair point. This is a hard decision, man.
It's a fair. I mean, you don't really need to go beyond that for villains. It's like I want to fuck the world up, so I'm gonna get the big strong demon to help me fuck the world up. So that's it's as simple as possible.
But the way he does it, and you even made the case with Junpei. How he manipulates Junpei. How he does that so effectively. And Yuji has so much more room to grow still. And he's still losing to Sukhana like over mentally in like.
I would be so remiss if I chose Mahito today and he fucking died next week.
We could do a change.
But I'm gonna go out on. I'm gonna swallow my pride because I yeah, it's gonna be Mahito.
Yes.
It is, guys.
Yes.
The best Kaisen character aside from Nanami is Mahito.
Is Mahito. As of this chapter, which is 180 something, I'll look it up so we can have definitive proof just in case if he dies, we don't look that bad.
Should record an alternative just in case he dies.
Yeah. Dude, make sure to click the link in the description. We have an unlisted version where you get the alternate endings, and we pick somebody else. Yuji, favorite, best.
I was gonna say like as a joke, like since we kicked Nanami off because it would have been too obvious who would win between Nanami and Mahito, but it's Mahito, right?
We've already found that one out. That one's canon.
Found that out.
But then again, but we're gonna get down that path. He was extremely injured. He was not full powered, and he was beating Mahito before the whole thing happened. But he only dies because of Sukhana.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Remember, because he gets blown like.
He goes Two-Face. I misremember that. Holy hell!
Because he was beating Mahito. He was gonna beat Mahito. Nanami would have won. But when Sukhana does that.
Oh yeah, because Nanami's beating him. Well, not beat. Did he beat him the first time they met, or did Mahito just go like see it?
Yeah, he got out before he died, but Nanami was gonna beat him. So Nanami would have won, but someone cheated. Someone was using roids in the fight, and then beat him. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, put down in the comments below who you guys' favorite character is. Thank you, Zach, so much for coming on. I appreciate it. This was a lot of fun.
Thanks for having me.
No problem. We were originally gonna do a podcast, but I feel like this was more fun, to be honest. This was a lot. This was really fun
fuck the podcast. But I'll also come on the podcast next time if you want me to.
Exactly. I've just been really busy lately with all this stuff. That's why I'm recording. But I am back, hopefully. Or I'm gonna be like Zach and upload once, and then next time you'll see me is 6 months later.
Hell yeah. That's so fucking good.
I'm gonna start taking down another aggregator site.
I thought about it.
Anyway, guys, go down in the link in the description. It should be the first couple links right there, and that is Zach's channels for Twitter and YouTube. Go subscribe to him. He does a lot of great content. I love this dude. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel that I deserved it. And as always, dubs not subs.